Hello friends, it's me, Mr. Proft, coming to you again, this time from my dining room table here at my house in beautiful sunny Santa Monica, California. And as you know, because you've watched a number of these videos so far, you know that I don't show up alone every day. I always bring a very special friend with me. Today we've got a very special friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Woody the Cowboy from Toy Story. Hello, I'm Woody the Cowboy from Toy Story. Woo! Yippee-yi-yay, everybody. Well, Woody the Cowboy, what are we going to be doing here today? Well, I'm glad you asked there, partner. Can you bring that slide over here? Why, yes, I can. There we go. All right, so today, buckaroos, we have 4 objectives. The first one is we're going to read a poem together. We're going to count the number of words in a sentence. Then we're going to find ourselves a new mystery word. Woo, yippee-yi-yay, a new mystery word. That means we're going to be adding another scoop word, another special word to our list of flashcards of special words. And in the end, we're going to tap that all off by practicing some of them scoop words there. So read a poem, count the number of words in a sentence, find us a new mystery word, and practice our scoop words. Yippee-yi-yay, I'm Woody the Cowboy. Woohoo! Okay, so let's see that poem. Let me move my slide out of the way. And here is our new poem. I'm going to try to center that in the screen. And I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. This poem is also on a slide right after this one, so you can print it out and practice reading it with your learning buddy. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read us this poem and watch as I point to every word that I read. So right here at the top, it has the title of the poem. It says, Fun in the Sun. Ooh, and look already, there's one of our special words right there. That's the word the. Fun in the sun. And then we start with the poem. A cute little bug was feeling quite glum as he looked out his window one gray day. But quickly his frown changed to a smile when he saw that the sun was coming out. Soon he was playing his favorite game. It was called Jump Up Fast and Then Run. When he was hot, his big umbrella kept him cool. So did the water in his cup. It was such a fun day in the sun. Now, I said this is a poem. Not all poems have rhyming words in them. So this is one that does not have a great deal of rhyming in it. If you look at this poem, we're going to practice counting the number of words in a sentence. And I think I'm going to pick, let's see, this sentence right here. We're going to count the number of words in this sentence. Remember, sentences start with a capital letter or an uppercase letter. There's an uppercase S. And sentences end in some sort of a punctuation. So right there we have a period. So I'm going to read us this sentence. Soon he was playing his favorite game. Now let's count how many words are in that sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 words in that sentence. And the sentences, or the words rather, are separated by a little space. Right? There's a little space in between words, which is why when we're writing, we need to make sure that we're having a little space between our words, so the reader can tell where one word starts and another one ends. Let's look at this last sentence right here, and I'm going to zoom in nice and close so it's easy for you to see. Sorry, the camera's wiggling a little bit there. So I want us to look at this sentence here. So did the water in his cup. This is a sentence you could probably even read on your own, right? So, did is a word that we can totally sound out. Did. That's one of our special words. We know that one. The water, water, in his cup. So did the water in his cup. Read that with me one more time. So did the water in his cup. So looking at that sentence, I want you to count how many words are in that sentence. When you've got the number, go ahead and tell your learning buddy. So right here, here's my learning buddy, Woody the Cowboy. Yippee-yi-yi. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to count those words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, learning buddy Woody. Yep. There are 7. There's 7? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there's 7. 7 words in that sentence. Good job counting, buckaroo. Why, thank you. Look at that sentence again. So did the water in his cup. Tell your learning buddy, what is the first word in that sentence? What is the first word? So the first word in that sentence is the word so. Take a look at that sentence again. Can you tell me what the last word in that sentence is? Or, well, don't tell me, actually tell your learning buddy. Because you could tell me, but I can't hear you right now. So the last word in that sentence is cup. Cup. All right, speaking of last, let's look at the very last sentence here in the poem, the one at the very bottom. This one right here. Actually, I'm going to go underneath it so it's easier for you to see. This one right here. I'd like you to try to read that sentence to your learning buddy. If you want to, go ahead and pause the video so you can do that. I'm actually going to cough. Give me a second. Excuse me. Thank you. I did cover my mouth when I coughed there. So you read this sentence to your learning buddy, the one at the very bottom, right? That one right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read that to my learning buddy, Woody the Cowboy. All right, Woody the Cowboy. It was such a fun day in the sun. I'm going to read that one more time. See if you can read that with me, please. It was such a fun day in the sun. Nice. Now tell your learning buddy, how many words are in that sentence? You're going to have to count those by yourself. How many words are in that sentence? All right, I'm going to tell my learning buddy now. I'm going to count them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 words in that sentence. Remember, we said sentences always start with an uppercase letter, like here's an uppercase I. And sentences always end with some sort of punctuation. And so there's this little symbol here at the end. Do you remember what this is called? Tell your learning buddy what that's called. Remember that this is a period. The little dot is a period. But this isn't just a dot. This is something else. What's that called? That's called an exclamation mark. Say exclamation mark. That means when you have a period at the end, that means you're just sort of saying the sentence normally. So did the water in his cup. But if you have an exclamation mark, that means you're saying something with like a lot of energy or a lot of excitement or a lot of, another word for that is passion. So it would read something like this. It was such a fun day in the sun. You could also mean that you're yelling, but I kind of get a sense that maybe this isn't something that we're supposed to yell. I think it's something that we're just supposed to be a little excited about. It was such a fun day in the sun. Woo! Yippee-yi-yay! Woo! Like when... Ah! Oh, sorry, come back here. Ah! He was dancing. He fell over. Okay, and now the paper's moving. Okay, sorry. Mellow, mellow, mellow. Okay. Now, another thing that Woody the Cowboy said we were going to do is we were going to look for a mystery word. So there is a brand new mystery word hidden somewhere in this poem. I'm going to zip it in a little bit so we can see as much of it as possible. Okay? I'm going to tell you the mystery word in this sentence. Excuse me. What are you talking about, Mr. Proft? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say the mystery word that's in this poem. I'm going to give you a clue. It has 3 letters in it. So take a look at the poem and tell me, can you see some words that have only 3 letters in them? Tell you what, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to read this poem one more time. And as I'm reading, I'm going to point to each word as I say it. When you see me say a word that has only 3 letters in it, you're going to go ahead and you're going to clap. So you're written there with your learning buddy, and every time you see me say a word that has 3 letters in it, you're going to clap just like that. I won't be able to hear it, but your learning buddy will. All right, so let's start from the top. A cute little bug was feeling quite glum as he looked out his window one gray day. But quickly his frown changed to a smile when he saw that the sun was coming out. Soon he was playing his favorite game. It was called Jump Up Fast and Then Run. When he was hot, his big umbrella kept him cool. Sorry, I just had to throw a pen at my kids who were talking. When he was hot, his big umbrella kept him cool. So did the water in his cup. It was such a fun day in the sun. So did you clap every time you saw a word that has 3 letters in it? So you probably did a lot of clapping, because I see that there are a lot of words in here that have only 3 letters, like bug and out and day. I'll tell you though, this is a word that comes up a lot. I don't think when we're reading stories, the word bug always comes up a lot. It's in this one, but that's not really a word that comes up a lot in a bunch of different things. Same thing with cup. Cup has 3 letters, but the word cup isn't really in every story we read. It comes up a lot, but I don't think that would really be one of our special scoop words. So I'm going to give you another clue. The word ends with an S. Our new mystery word ends in the letter S. So let's go down here. Let's see if you can find words that end in S. Oh, there's one. Was. His. Here's his again. Keep looking. No, not not there. There's was. There's was again. Boy, was is coming up a lot, you may notice. It's like the third time I've seen the word was. There's his, but I think his is already one of our special words. That probably wouldn't be the mystery word. There's his again. Oh, there's was again. Oh my gosh, this was thing. That keeps W-A-S. That keeps coming up a lot. And that's it. Okay, so we know that the mystery word has 3 letters. There's a lot of 3-letter words in here. We know that the mystery word ends in an S. And there's a lot of words here that end in S. I'm going to give you one last clue. The new mystery word starts with a W. The mystery word starts with a W. So we know it ends in an S, it starts with a W, and it has 3 letters. So what could that be? Tell your learning buddy if you think you got it. All right, well, let's see. Did you say the word was? If you guessed the word was, you're right. Was is our new mystery word, and there it is. It starts with a W, it ends in an S, and it has an A, that's the vowel in the middle. W-A-S, was. Now, was is kind of a funny word. It doesn't really play fair. It's one of those words that you can't really sound out. If you try to sound this word out, ass, was. But we don't say was in English. We say was. That's why it's important that we be able to read this word when we see it. We just look at it and we know what it is. Because this is one of these words that doesn't play fair. It doesn't really follow the rules. So we're going to add that to our giant deck of special words, scoop words, sight words. And before we close, remember Woody the Cowboy, that's me, yippee-yi-yay, I like riding horses, yip, yip, yip. But Woody the Cowboy said that we were going to practice our scoop words, practice our sight words, practice our special words. So here we go. Let's start it off. You've got your learning buddy right over there, or over there, or over there, or over there. And you're going to tell them, you're going to say these words when I plop them down. I plop it down, you're going to say the word. Here we go. Has. Up. The. Can. She. He. You. To. See. I. It. Is. Do. Like. A. Was. There we go. All right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to practice these again today with your learning buddy. That's going to be part of your assignment. Your learning buddy should have printed out or wrote out some flashcards for you, so we're going to practice those. If you totally know the word, then you don't have to have that in your deck of flashcards anymore. Really, you want to be just practicing the ones that you don't know. And that's okay if you don't know a couple of these. That's why we're in school. We're in school to learn this stuff. Second thing I would like you to do afterwards is, oh my gosh, I don't have my eraser. Mr. Proft always forgets something. Do. Here comes the, oops, I almost spilt my coffee. That would have been sad for a bunch of reasons, because I'm on my wife's fancy tablecloth, and she would be very, very upset with me. Let me zoom back out. There we go. So I said, go away, you. Go away. All right, so we said that you were going to practice your sight words, your scoop words, with your learning buddy. The next thing I'd like you to do is, we read this poem together. We said that it was about a cute little bug was feeling quite glum. He looked out his window one day. So the bug, what's happening in the story? The bug looked out the window, and he was sad because it was a rainy day. But then in the very end, the sun comes out. So I'd like you to draw me a picture, maybe, that goes with that story. You could draw a picture of a little bug who's sad. I wonder if I could draw a sad bug. I can draw beetles, kind of. I can draw kind of some beetles. And I could give him some spots, make him like a ladybug. And the ladybug could be sad, but then the sun comes out, and they're happy. Yay! So you could draw me a picture of that. You could draw a picture that goes with the story. And I'm going to put a little grass on the ground, maybe. I can add a nice flower. And a really cool thing would be to label your drawing. So this is the sun that came out. N. This is our friend the bug. G. There's the bug. Flower. Ooh. How would we spell flower? What's the first sound in flower? F. L. And then the hour part is kind of hard. Your learning buddy could help you with that. But if you just wrote the beginning sound, if you just said f, l, if you just tried to sound it out and did your best and you had the beginning and the ending sounds, that would be perfect just by itself. But go ahead and draw me a picture that goes with the poem that we read and label it. Have your learning buddy help you with that. And practice your scoop words. So that's going to be, I can't get the cap on here. Hello. Yep, there we go, contact. So that is going to be what we're going to do afterwards. So congratulations. You just read a poem. You just read a poem. You counted the words in the sentences in the poem. We practiced some scoop words. We found a new mystery word. And now we're going to write and label a drawing. Woohoo! Yippee-yay! All right. So on behalf of Mr. Proft, Miss Dano, Woody the Cowboy, we're going to say adios and see you tomorrow, partners. Bye-bye!